Eminem's complex and often contentious relationship with his mother, Debbie Mathers, was brought into sharp focus through a blistering diss track that ultimately triggered a successful lawsuit against the renowned rapper. To truly appreciate the nuances of this legal battle, it's essential to delve into the intricate dynamics of their mother-son connection and the broader context in which it unfolded. Eminem's formative years were marked by a constant state of flux. He vividly recalled a tumultuous period characterized by frequent relocations, as he was compelled to attend an astonishing 15 different schools. This itinerant lifestyle was a result of his mother's pursuit of relationships with various boyfriends, often across different cities. According to Eminem, the maternal affection he once enjoyed dwindled significantly when he reached 8 years old. And by the time he was 15, he found himself grappling with the looming specter of eviction if he couldn't contribute financially. The atmosphere within their household had become strained, to say the least. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button and the notification bell to stay updated on our daily videos. These challenging family dynamics served as the lyrical backdrop for Eminem's early music. His songs were replete with references to his troubled upbringing in Detroit, and it was only a matter of time before he would address his tumultuous relationship with his mother through his music. This pivotal moment arrived in 1999 with the release of the now iconic track, My Name Is. In the lyrics, Eminem suggested that his mother might have had a drug problem. However, when Debbie Mathers heard the song, she vehemently refuted these allegations and publicly claimed that her son's portrayal of her was a stark distortion of reality. She adamantly insisted that she had never worked a day in her life, emphasizing that they had relied on welfare to make ends meet. She vehemently denied any allegations of substance abuse and welfare fraud, characterizing her son's lyrics as a baseless tax on her character. In a separate interview, Eminem's mother continued to dispute the drug use claims, portraying her son's childhood as the antithesis of the harsh upbringing he depicted. She leaned on her strong Christian faith and the solace of prayer to weather life's challenges. Debbie Mathers candidly confessed to spoiling her son, recounting how she indulged his every whim while often neglecting her own needs. She admitted to having shielded him, a fact that may have contributed to his resentment. To be equitable, there is evidence suggesting that Eminem's childhood might not have been as traumatic as he portrayed it. His younger half-brother, Todd Nelson, countered his claims, asserting that Marshall's resentment primarily stemmed from the absence of a father figure. Todd emphasized that the allegations of abuse were far from the truth. Amid personal and financial difficulties, Debbie Mathers decided to take legal action on September 20th, 1999. She turned to the Yellow Pages to find legal representation, retaining attorney Fred Gibson, and proceeded to file a $10 million defamation lawsuit against her son, Marshall Mathers. In her lawsuit, she contended that his comments had inflicted severe emotional distress, causing her diminished self-esteem, humiliation, sleepless nights, damage to her credit rating, and even the loss of her mobile home. Instead of quelling public backlash, the lawsuit seemed to exacerbate it. In the wake of the lawsuit, Eminem's mother became a highly polarizing figure in Detroit. She faced a barrage of insults and, alarmingly, even physical attacks. People pelted her with eggs, flicked cigarette butts in her direction, and hurled verbal abuse. This ordeal led her to conduct her shopping during unconventional hours to avoid public confrontation. Upon learning of the lawsuit, Marshall Mathers reacted with understandable anger, but in public, he maintained a composed and collected demeanor. He humorously quipped that his mother had a storied history of legal disputes, jokingly referring to her as a lawsuit queen, whose income largely came from litigation. While his lawyers stressed that the lawsuit would be resolved through legal channels, Eminem channeled his frustrations into his creative work. Despite the lawsuit looming over him, he continued to forge ahead with his music career, displaying remarkable resilience in the face of personal and legal challenges. Notably, on May 23, 2000, right in the thick of the lawsuit, Eminem released a new track, showcasing his ability to persevere and continue his artistic output even amid adversity. The release of Eminem's album, the Marshall Mathers LP, brought with it a host of contentious lyrics, further solidifying the rapper's stance against his mother, Debbie Mathers. Lines such as, "My mom's suing for $10 million. She must want $1 for every pill I've been stealing. Where you think I picked up the habit? All I had to do was go in her room and lift up her mattress," intensified the claims that initially sparked the lawsuit. However, this is where the story takes an unexpected and somewhat comical turn. In response to Eminem's continued unfavorable rap portrayals of his mother, Debbie Mathers decided to do something that few had dared to attempt. She released a diss track directed at her own son. The song, titled Dear Marshall, was part of a 2-track EP titled Setting the Record Straight. In it, she expressed her feelings to her son and the public, delivering lyrics that included phrases like, "We have a problem, Marshall," and "Will the real Marshall Mathers please stand up and take responsibility for his actions?" Despite the ongoing lawsuit, Debbie Mathers decided to reduce the initial $10 million lawsuit to $2 million with the goal of reaching a settlement. In response to the escalating media attention and public scrutiny, Eminem firmly rejected the $2 million settlement offer, stating that he would rather pay his attorneys $100,000 just to ensure she received nothing. Yet, Debbie Mathers seemed determined to find a way to secure the money she was seeking. Shortly after her $2 million settlement was declined, she announced her intention to write a tell-all book about her and Marshall's upbringing. The book, titled My Son Marshall, My Son Eminem, was seen by Eminem as another attempt to capitalize on his fame and add fuel to the ongoing feud. In response to the book announcement, Eminem escalated the public conflict. In a burst of controversy, he declared that if he could turn back time, he would have chosen to eliminate his mother as soon as she had him. He also released a scathing track titled Cleaning Out My Closet, which featured a music video depicting Eminem digging a grave for his mother. The lyrics included lines like, "Look at me now. I bet you're probably sick of me now, ain't you, mama? I'ma make you look ridiculous now." However, behind the scenes, Eminem appeared to be making efforts to reconcile with his mother. According to Debbie, he had called her and expressed a desire for the lawsuit to end, stating, "All I want for my birthday, for Father's Day, for Christmas, for all the other holidays is for you to drop the lawsuit." It seemed for a moment that the conflict might be diffused, as Debbie publicly admitted. "I didn't mean to sue my son for defamation. I just wanted to stop my home from being repossessed and clear up the financial problems that have been caused." However, under the advice of her lawyer, who believed the lawsuit was a way to give Eminem a wake-up call, Debbie continued the legal action. Finally, on August 8, 2001, 2 full years after the lawsuit was initially filed, a settlement was reached. Eminem was ordered to pay his mother a relatively meager $25,000. Ironically, when accounting for the $23,354 in legal fees that Debbie Mathers had accrued during the lawsuit, her net gain from the settlement was a mere $1,646. Debbie Mathers' lawyer described her as the most high-maintenance client in his legal career, and the settlement was seen as a far cry from the time and effort dedicated to the case. Following the lawsuit, Eminem and his mother maintained a strained relationship, not speaking to each other for several years. In a 2010 interview, Eminem revealed that he didn't even know where his mother was living and that repairing their relationship would be a significant challenge. However, in 2014, Eminem released the song Headlights as a heartfelt apology to his mother, expressing his regrets for the things he had said about her in the past. This track marked a turning point in their tumultuous relationship, signaling an attempt at reconciliation after years of public feuding.